Don't you be afraid.
Hey guys, welcome to the ANX Weekly Update, where we bring you the latest video game, anime, and movie news. I'm Unbiased and I'm here with Genesis and Bahama. What's up, guys?
What up? What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Nothing much.
Nothing?
New show. New guest.
Oh, new show? This is a whole new?
I mean, it's
what is
not
this?
a new show, but I'm just saying.
I thought this was the ANX Weekly Update.
It is, but we have Bahama here.
Oh, new guest.
New guest.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Excited to be here.
Excited?
I was all week just stoked.
Couldn't sleep.
Yay!
No.
Just had our show.
Restless nights just thinking about
show
being
on
here.
repeat and was
So
like,
excited.
I'm going to be there. Well, so we can go ahead and get a full introduction to Justin, aka Bahama. Let's go ahead and do the social media thing real quick. Follow us at ANX Gamecast on all social media outlets and wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Speaking of your favorite podcasts, ANX Gamecast is right there on the screen. We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube now. So you're watching this. We got podcasts, additional podcasts on YouTube under AVersion TV. So make sure you go there, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get all of the updates.
Punch that bell.
Punch it. Y'all ready for round one? Just
Yes.
don't break your screen.
Round one.
All right, what do we have here? Real quick, some new pops. So I told myself I wasn't going to buy all these Dragon Ball, this 15 million Dragon Ball Super Pops that they put out a couple of months back, but here's one.
What is that?
Future Mai.
Oh, yeah.
Mai running around with a gun, thinking she's going to save the world.
I'm about to ask, where's she from? I'm not that far into Super, so if she's from Super, I don't think I've run into her yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it then.
She is super, though.
Yeah, she's from Super. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it then.
I'm up to where Beerus and his brother are
Champa?
Champa are talking about starting the world tournament.
Well, you're already past where she's at then. Yeah, she was a part of the saga with like Zamasu and Goku Black.
And that guy.
I haven't ran into Goku Black yet or anything.
Oh
like that.
yeah, you might not have started at the race.
Because because if I remember, the series it starts off with the whole Frieza, then it goes into
You got Golden Frieza, and then Beerus.
Yeah, it was the Battle of the Gods, then Frieza, and then they're at the point. Yeah, they're literally like Beerus was having dinner and stuff, and then Champa comes in and ruins the whole entire thing. And they're talking about the competition.
So yeah, in the middle of all that,
Yeah.
that was the Goku Black
So
saga.
I'm watching it all backwards then.
Yeah,
Funimation, I swear.
I didn't really like Super, so that might be the better way to watch it.
Yeah.
Backwards.
I'm just going off of how they have it on the Funimation
the
app.
streaming app.
Yeah, the streaming app. So I'm just
That's
going by
so
what they're doing.
weird.
So I like this one. I'm a fan of Hercule.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He became, I mean, Dragon Ball in general has a lot of comic relief, but he became part of the norm, like every episode comic relief. You know, when you saw him, it was only going to be comic relief.
That's Bulma's dad, right?
No.
Oh.
No, that's Vidal's
Vidal's dad. Oh, yeah, that's right. Vidal's dad.
Yeah. Hercule. That's the strongest man in the world. What are you talking about?
He single-handedly taken out Cell.
Yeah, he beat Cell by himself. So anyway, I got those two pops. They're not expensive. Those are super common. So $8, $9, $10 at the most that you can go pick those up. I don't remember why I got them, but they were available somewhere in good condition. That's the problem with finding pops in the wild. Sometimes the kids get them, beat them all up, and
Everybody's touching
it's
him.
like I don't want that one. So I think I saw them. It was in good condition. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and pick it up.
I actually got myself a Funko Pop for my friend a couple weeks ago.
Shout out.
She she's in love with Iron Man.
Okay.
Oh.
And I was going through Amazon and I came across Tony Stark where he's on the ground and he has his fists up, right? And he's like, I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
And there was like one left in stock. I'm like, I gotta get that for her.
Yeah, I think that's a newer one. Yeah. That one's pretty dope. My favorite Iron Man one is the Venomized Iron Man.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think they just came out with a Venomized or something's coming out soon. I can't remember what character it was, but it looks so dope. So all the Venomized pops, like I'm down for all of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, but these two particular Dragon Ball Super Pops, y'all want to check them out. Links down in the description below. Bahama. Twitch. Okay, so first off, on Twitch, but you said you weren't always on Twitch. You were on.
No, I was on Mixer. I originally got started on Mixer I want to say about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
I streamed.
Was it called something else then?
It was Miss Mixer.
It was always Mixer?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're Xbox affiliated. There was Xbox's streaming service, and then I did that for about 1.5 years, and then I stopped. And then when I tried to get back into it, I found out that they were just closing down Mixer, and I just switched over to Twitch because I have people I watch on there, and I just love the community and how things are on Twitch. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go start. I just started back on there. I have a few streams up on there, but I gotta get the proper equipment to make it like a legit, like most people. So I need a mic, computer, stuff like that. I mean, I have a computer, but I need to like
time to upgrade.
I need to upgrade.
What do you usually play on there? I mean, stream on whatever it's called.
I stream from my Xbox, so I would like to. The reason I want to get it like a PC, gaming PC, so I can do some of the stuff that's exclusive to PC and stuff like that. But right now, the last game I streamed was Grounded. I don't know if you guys heard of Grounded.
I feel like I've heard of that.
Yeah, I think I heard of it.
Yeah.
So basically, it's pretty much like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
So you find yourself shrunk down in the backyard, and you got to survive. So you have to like kill bugs, figure out like there's like a whole like little storyline to it. You got to find like this laboratory under this oak tree that kind of explains.
Did this just
what
come
happened.
out recently?
Yeah,
I think we reviewed it.
Yeah, we probably talked about
it's
it.
in a beta stage right now.
Okay,
so.
yeah. I feel like I remember it being cute.
Oh, it's really fun and scary. Those spiders are not. I don't like spiders in real life.
Yeah.
And they got wolf spiders in this game, so they're like twice my size in the game. And just an example, I was playing it, and I was on this root of a tree, and I'm looking down. The spider's trying to get me, and I'm like, ha ha ha, you can't get me. So he walked off, or the spider walked off. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just looking around the yard, just seeing where I need to go next. I turn around, and poof, there he is, right in my face. I literally screamed on my stream. I was like, oh my gosh. I just took off running because those things, they're not.
That sounds like good.
That's hilarious.
That sounds like good viewing.
For real.
It is. Not that many people really stream it. I've noticed.
Which is actually probably a good thing. I mean, I get on and I'm fairly decent. I'm pretty good at Call of Duty, but I'm not one of these hardcore competitive people at Call of Duty. I'm just happen to be good at it.
Yeah, same here.
But I mean, I can't jump in and expect people to come watch my Call of Duty stream.
Because there's so many
other people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but you with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, hey.
Yeah.
I mean,
I try to stick to stuff that most people aren't streaming because like you said, Call of Duty, everyone's like streaming Call of Duty or Apex. I like to try to stick to other stuff that most people might catch their eye when they come in.
Like, what's this?
Yeah, what's that? Or I like to do like retro, like on Thursdays I try to do like throwback Thursdays for retro stuff. Like when I first started my streaming on Twitch, I did that and I was playing Banjo-Kazooie, and I love Banjo-Kazooie, so I did that, and I did a few other throwback games
That's cool.
From the 64 days.
Yeah, sounds good. So now it's time for a couple of rapid fire questions. Now you see, I don't have any notes. This is just coming off the top of the dome.
He's ready. He's ready.
So depending on how you answer these questions, these people may or may not watch your stream based off of how you answer these questions. so one of the more recent things I did with Ray from Vagabond Nerd, shout out, is it was supposed to be a DC conversation, but it turned into a DC Marvel conversation. So DC or Marvel?
Both.
Oh,
that's offense. You got to get off of it.
So Marvel for the movies, DC for the TV shows.
But if one had to go, which one is better?
Had to go.
If I had to give up between the two, I would give up DC.
Hey, that's the right answer.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
That's the correct answer. King of Fighters or Street Fighter? That's another big one that's happened on our show.
Never played King one, but Street Fighters for me.
There you go.
Yeah, he's like,
I grew up on Street Fighters on the Super Nintendo. So
yeah.
Yes.
These are all the right answers. You watch anime? You say you watch Super. So what's your favorite anime?
I haven't watched any recent stuff. My favorite anime that I watched years ago was The Big O.
The Big O. That one?
That one.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my favorite. I grew up watching like Gundam Wings.
Gundam Wing.
Dragon Ball Z,
dope.
Sailor Moon, stuff like that.
Yeah. So so we're about the same age. So we went home watching the same stuff.
Oh yeah, after school, straight home,
Tenchi
Cartoon Network,
Muyo,
and watching Dragon Ball Z and all that.
Tenchi Universe, Tenchi Tokyo.
Toonami on.
You were watching
Cartoon
all that too, right? No. No. She was already in college, so she had no,
yeah, I'm a little older. I missed all that. My little brother though caught it.
The big. Oh, okay. So what is your favorite video game system?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. I would have to say 64 is my favorite.
Nintendo 64. That used to be the debate back in the day. Which one was better, 64 or PlayStation? I mean, I feel like it was the 64, and I don't want to say it wasn't close, but it was the 64.
64. I had 64. My friend had a PlayStation, so when we went over to his place, we got to play his PlayStation.
Mhm.
So I like PlayStation.
Yeah, it's not that PlayStation was bad.
No, it wasn't by any means bad. They had their own exclusive games, which I really liked. A lot of like Driver for PlayStation was like, and like Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
those and Medal of Honor. Oh, I wish they would come out with a classic Medal of Honor. Those I loved for PlayStation as a kid, but 64 was my jam. I played. That's all I had.
I think the 64 titles, especially exclusive titles,
yes,
were more polished.
Yes,
because I mean, they've been around for forever. Then and it's a situation where the PlayStation in the load times just kind of killed it a little bit. So
like GoldenEye was my jam.
Mine was Diddy Kong Racing.
I never got into Diddy Kong.
Dude, it's like Mario Kart except with an adventure mode that went on forever.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've played it, but I just never really got into it.
Yeah. So anyway, what about your favorite gaming genre?
I like classic arcade games. Like
the beat 'em ups? Oh, like the old school.
That's cool.
Old school.
Galaga.
My dad introduced me to Galaga, and I just fell in love with Galaga. I've beaten Mrs. Pac-Man. I love playing Pac-Man. Dig Dug. I like the classic genres.
Okay. So what's your favorite game of all time?
I don't really have one.
You got to have one.
He
brought the fence back in. He was like, "Get out of here!"
No, you don't have to have one.
He's like, "Get out of here, fence." He was like,
If Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie.
As a teenager, I just loved the storyline.
Banjo-Tooie
I liked. I liked it because it was a little bit tougher.
Mm-hmm.
But from that point on, like Banjo Nuts and Bolts, I would rather eat grass than play that one. That they just went straight down with that game.
Okay.
But it would be, now I think about it, it'd be a toss up between Banjo-Kazooie for the 64 and then Jet Force Gemini for the 64.
Jet Force Gemini. Yeah, was that the one where real time strategy?
No, it was you were a brother and sister and you had a dog and you got to play between all three characters.
Which one am I thinking of then? There was a RTS for 64 that was dope. And maybe it was Jet Force Gemini. Anyway, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't really have any more specific questions.
No.
Am I missing one?
No. I mean, for my favorite games, that would be it. But if you want to be consecutive games, I love playing zombies.
Anything with zombies?
Yeah, I love zombies.
Yeah. I love doing the Easter eggs on the zombie.
On the zombie stuff. All right, so now we got to know Justin, aka Bahama.
So where'd that name come from?
I don't know. Originally on the Xbox, the original Xbox, my gamer tag was Halo.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved playing Halo.
Yeah.
And then when the 360 came out, I couldn't transfer my name gamer tag from the original Xbox to the 360. So my friend just they're just throwing out suggestions. They're like, "How about Bahama?" I'm like, I like it, sure.
Yeah.
And it just stuck around. It was originally just Bahama, and then I lost my account. And then when I created a new one, it was Bahama 85 for my birth year.
Mm-hmm.
And then that account got hacked.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was so mad. I opened a message from some random person. You get a message, you can see what it is. Next thing, my system just shuts off, and I couldn't get back on. I couldn't sign on or anything. So after about 2 weeks with Xbox, I got it back. But I had to recreate it, so that's where I came up with Bahama 06, which is my gamer tag on Xbox and PlayStation and
Twitch.
And Twitch.
Hey, see what I did there?
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey.
But so yeah, it just basically my friend randomly just shouted out Bahama, and I just stuck with me. So when I'm playing, I go by Bahama or Bama.
Okay.
So like all my online friends call me Bahama or Bama.
That's cool.
Okay.
I was just curious because it makes me want to go to the Bahamas.
And everyone's and I get that a lot. Have you been there or do you stream from there? I'm like, no.
You're like, I wish I was streaming from the Bahamas.
Streaming from the Bahamas.
Just chilling, Yeah.
Anyway.
That would be pretty dope if I could do that.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all ready for round 2?
Yes.
Go for it.
Let's get to these new
Round
games.
2.
All right. So again, y'all probably looking at the screen like, what is this? I didn't prep for this.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this?
So we prepped for about 7 games, 8 games, but probably 13 or 14 came out. So I'm just running through them just so the people out there know what came out in the past week. Best Friend Forever.
Oh.
No.
Nah.
No.
Cute little dogs.
Cute dogs. Okay. Yeah. No.
Oh,
yes. I don't know why I keep getting this stuff out of order. I don't know what is happening.
It's all good.
It's all good. But let's talk about Wasteland 3 real quick. Yeah. So this one threw me off a little bit.
Have y'all played Wasteland 1?
I never heard of this.
I've never heard of Wasteland.
Okay.
So now they have a third one. I guess the main thing that threw me off was the girl kind of showed up and it looked like she kind of had some kind of deep, like some kind of samurai armor on.
Yeah.
But then this looked like a post-apocalyptic kind of world, and I was like, "What's happening here?" So that kind of threw me off. If I'm remembering this correctly, this is the one that had all the heads being chopped off and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this game to me looks like they put a lot of emphasis on cool guns and cool ways for people to die, and that's kind of what they're banking on. The gameplay itself didn't look great to me. It looked kind of choppy and kind of sluggish.
Yes.
But they're focusing on that. So if you're into the kind of gruesome, weird, cool ways for people to die, electricity guns and fire guns and heads being chopped off, this might be for you. What did you think?
I'm totally with you on everything you said, because it threw me off, because like I've never heard of Wastelands 3. The trailer for it was pretty neat, but for my gist, it was like another, what's the word I'm looking for? Sounds like another spoiled child who's mad at his father and is trying to seek revenge on her brothers. I think it's her brothers she was talking about in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, how could he pick them over me? And it's like, okay, it's another one of those type of games. Family not disoriented, but a dysfunctional family, and one person's trying to seek revenge. The gameplay, I agree, it looked a little choppy. I like that it's an RPG, so I kind of like some of those strategy-based games. But for me, for being a newcomer coming to this, I don't think I would pick it up to play. I would have to probably go back and play the first one just to get into this one. But
So we got a no for Justin. What did you think about it?
Well, I thought the trailer, I mean, it seemed like it was looking like it would be like a good story, but okay, so I don't have really a lot of experience with games, if you don't know. So, but over the years of doing this, I'm learning more, but I've kind of gotten tricked before where it looks so good on the trailer, but then like it's not really a story. It's just, regular gameplay. This one looked like it could have an interesting story, but the gameplay didn't look very good, so I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like the storyline is you see it all the time.
Yeah.
In multiple games. So it's just like, it was interesting, but I'm like,
default story.
Yeah.
So that's a no for you.
Yeah.
And a no for me. Let's move on to the next game. I have no idea what the next game is going to be.
Like rolling the dice.
Apparently all my stuff is out of order. Let's see. It's way out of order. Yep. So let's talk about Project Cars 3. Unlike Wasteland 3, I did know that there was a Project Cars and a Project Cars 2. Here's the deal. I never played it, though. I always looked at this. I believe it originally came out on PS3. I originally just looked at it as like a placeholder for Gran Turismo, and it was more like a, not necessarily a good car game, but a flashy car game with really good graphics. So I'm not here to say that Project Cars is not a good car racing game. I'm just here to say that's what I thought about it at the time. Just a quick full transparency here. I got so tired of waiting for Gran Turismo that
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about something. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. I was just thinking.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
So full transparency, I got so tired of waiting for Gran Turismo on PS3 and like came out with the prologue and just like never came out. I ended up switching to Forza. So I don't know what the gameplay is like on this. This trailer looked dope. All the cars look dope. The graphics were cool. I can't imagine that the gameplay is too much different from a Gran Turismo or Forza. Have you ever played it, and what did you think of this trailer?
I know of Project Cars. I've never played it like you. I've played Forza. I played Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I got that Gran Turismo Forza feel to it.
Yeah.
I personally like the trailer.
Yeah.
I would pick. I wouldn't buy it, but I would play it. If like someone brought it over to play, I would totally play it. I'm not huge on racing games, but I don't. put them to the side. I will play them,
Yeah.
and if I like enough, I'll get it. But this, I would probably play if someone brought it over. I like the whole concept of the racing thing,
and it's been a while since I've played a simulation style racing game. The last one that was Forza Horizon, which to me is still simulation, but it tried to be arcade.
Yep.
So it's been a long time since I played a full blown simulation racer. So this is gonna be a situation. Am I going to buy it? No. Would I buy it? Yeah, so I'll probably wait for this to be used and cheap and then pick it up. What did you think?
Yeah, same. I mean, I usually like car games. I like the ones that I've seen. They're usually really pretty because it's not hard. You know, I feel like it's probably you're not dealing with a person and mouths and
Dis.
That's disrespectful.
No.
To the people making these
car
games.
I feel like the level of complication in design is probably less because you're not having to deal with. We've had this conversation before, like doing mouthing and stuff like that is hard. It's hard to nail that and make it look right, I feel like.
Okay.
Would you stop? I'm not dissing anybody. I just think car games typically...
Yeah, they do get into detail with the graphics on the vehicles. I mean, if you're in a first-person view, I mean, all the details on it's great.
Yeah.
So stop talking bad about these people.
I'm not.
They work hard.
I didn't mean it in that way.
So the racing games usually have cool looking cars and cool looking trees, and it's funny because that's what you see here.
And what I like is it looks like you can upgrade the vehicles in this game. So that's another thing I like about racing games when you can actually upgrade your vehicles. That would turn me towards playing this.
So we got 3 not going out to get it tomorrow, but we would all play this.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I think I have another Project Cars image. Because again, these car games just have dope graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean they just really have dope graphics. I want the I don't know it's a Corvette there with all the sponsors on it. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, this is just a Corvette race. There's all Corvettes out there. Anyway, y'all ready for the next game?
Yes.
Sure.
Captain Tsubasa: Rise of New Champions. Okay. Whoa. Huh?
I did not like this.
You didn't like this?
I mean, it looks cute. It looked like an anime. Which what did it say? It's based off an anime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everything looked like it was an anime until they showed the game footage, and I was like,
game footage was cel shaded. It was anime style.
okay, well, it wasn't my thing.
No,
I'm not a soccer person. I have never played like FIFA or anything like that. Mainly because I just stink at those kind of games.
Mm-hmm.
I would give this a try. I wouldn't buy it, but I'd give it a try because it looks fun.
So here's my deal. So full transparency, Mike B, shout out. He came over last week. We did the shows, all that kind of good stuff. You can find those on YouTube. Check them out. And he showed us his trailer because he was super excited about it. So we watched the trailer last week. And then we watched some gameplay footage. So here's the deal. This game is super arcade, which I'm all for that. Like give me an arcade style sports game anytime over a simulation. Not that I dislike simulation, but arcade is usually more fun. Like this one, it reminds me of Arch Rivals for the Nintendo, a basketball game where to steal the ball, you would run up and punch the person in the face.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So that's what this is here. You can just go up and kick somebody in the leg and take the ball, and then you go and you try to score and you kick and you power up your special to strike the ball.
Sounds like NBA Jams.
Right, there you go. So it's an arcade style soccer game. However, full transparency, when we saw the gameplay footage, there was still 5-10 minutes went by without someone scoring. So I would expect it to be 18-20, and it was still 1-0 because apparently when you power up to shoot, apparently the goalie has a power up also to block it.
Oh, okay.
So you have to hit him so many times before that 5th time the ball will finally go through. So you get shots on goal easy, however, they still don't go in, so you still end up with a low-scoring game, just like soccer in real life. So, would I get this? With the lack of scoring, from what I saw from that, I would have to say no. If there were more scoring involved, I would be 100% on board.
I wouldn't get it, but I'd try it.
Yeah. And it was just all no for you.
Yeah, it just looks it looks boring to me. It looks like I do like. Okay, I did notice it looked very arcade style, and I did like that. I like the way it looked, but I just don't like games that I get bored real easily with games like that when it's just like.
It seems like the trailer's trying to entice people with the flashiness of the anime and everything.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's up. I've never seen this anime, but I didn't know what was up with the birds.
I think that had to do with their special abilities or something like that. Each person has some weird,
and they look like real birds. I was like, what's
spiritual connection to birds or their animal spirit or something like that.
Leave those birds alone. Just play your soccer. Anyway, let's get to the next game. All right, here we go. This is just another one that we were not supposed to be talking about, but my pictures keep seeming to get out of order. Shing! ! So is it Shing? Is that better?
Like Shazam.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a game that came out. No input from us. Another one, The Last Campfire. Sounds cool, but these graphics here is like, I don't know. Kind of looks like one of those $5 downloadable.
Looks like kind of cartoony.
Yeah. So that also came out. Windbound. This looks like they put a little more effort into it, but also appears to be one of
honestly, just from first glance, it makes me think of Ark Survival.
Okay. There you go.
It makes me think of Mahana or whatever that Disney.
I can see that too. But the $5 version of Ark. Yeah.
Ark Survival is an amazing game.
I got to hit this on me. Okay. Another one, Nexomon, Extinction. I actually wanted to check out the trailer for this, but I didn't. Anything with monsters where you collect monsters, catch monsters, like a more adult version of Pokemon, like I'm down for. I don't know if that's what this is, but I really want to check this out as far as the trailer, not the game.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, never heard of it either. But stuff like J Cocoon and things of that nature, where you go and dungeon crawl and collect monsters and then use them to fight, I'm all down for that. So I'm curious, and I will look into this just for that reason. And if it's not that, then because you got a monster here, and then you have a dungeon looking thing in the distance there. So
very pretty title though.
Yeah, they put a lot of money into that graphic. That
for the gameplay, the game graphics are just as.
Yeah,
it's always the hope, isn't it?
This is another one, Iron Harvest. Just based off this picture, like I wouldn't mind checking out the trailer for this. So this game came out as well. What I will say about the mech type games, like Mech Assault, I'm not a Mech Assault fan. I don't want to get into the mech and walk around real slow and shoot things. Mm-hmm. That's not my thing. My thing is more of a Front Mission 3. I don't know if you've ever played that or heard of it.
No.
It's a mech style, but it's a grid-based tactical RPG.
Okay.
So you get your mech and you build it up, but then you take it out and then you have a grid-based tactical RPG battle.
Oh,
in a field.
Yeah.
So I'm down with that, and it was made by Square Enix. So I'm down for that all day. So if we can get something similar with this, I'm down. But
I'd check this out. This looks very interesting.
Yeah,
I like the whole steampunk look of that character right there.
Yeah. So Iron Harvest is another game that was released. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. We didn't watch the trailer for this, but it's going to be a yes for me all day
Final
long.
Fantasy?
Well, not just Final Fantasy, but it's Crystal Chronicles. Like, that was one of the dopest games that I've ever played on GameCube, just because of the functionality with the Game Boy Advance SP. So a lot of games, especially co-op games, when it's time for you to go into your items, like I have to go into my items, you have to wait for me to go through my items, and then you can go into the menu and then do yours. On this game, the controller was the Game Boy hooked up with a cord. And if you wanted to go into your items, you went to the items on the Game Boy itself.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And you did everything here. And then the screen was just normal because it was a co-op game and whatever. So the only thing I hated about this is, for some reason, one of us would have to carry, I forget what it was, an item. And what that item did was create a circle. And anything we did had to be inside of that circle.
Huh.
That's the only thing that I didn't like about it. So if we had to fight monsters, if it was over there, we would have to pick the thing up, walk over there, monster will be inside the circle, now we can fight it. So the person carrying it had a lot of responsibility because they led the way and they had to drop it and start fighting. So the other person wouldn't die. But anyway, Crystal Chronicles was dope. If you try to get it for GameCube, it's probably really expensive. Now that they put this out, maybe the price will drop a little bit, but right now, super expensive.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I'm probably gonna get in all kind of trouble for this, but
Tell me why.
oh,
that's a jam.
Nice.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just do that one time, just in case I have to cut it out. Come on, Backstreet. Y'all good. Y'all like games, right? Probably not. I don't know. Anyway, so this game here, the story looked dope and in depth and deep. It was hard to follow a little bit.
Yes.
Especially when they start calling their mom like by her whole name. So it's like, what happened there? But it's also, it was just, they gave you a lot of information, but they didn't give you enough to where that you know what's going on.
It makes me wants to play it because the trailer was amazing. And I just want to know what happened with that whole, between the brother and the mom, the flashback.
When they were fighting.
Like, what brought that? I'd play to see what happens.
So here's my problem with it, and it's not going to be as simple as they didn't show any gameplay. A lot of games don't show gameplay, but I know what type of game it is. We'll get into that later, but we watched Call of Duty trailer. They didn't show any gameplay footage, but we know it's a first person shooter.
It's Call of Duty. Yeah,
right.
You already know.
You're gonna have a certain feel to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
As far as like when it's actually time for me to walk around as the brother or the sister, what am I doing? Is it Heavy Rain? Is it RPG? I don't know what's going to happen in between. They have tried the story-based games like Heavy Rain, where you can walk around but you don't do much. So I don't really know what you actually do when it's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So that's concerning as far as if this is a $60 game. I doubt it is, but if it was, that would be very concerning. That I'm not. I think it's like a $30 game.
Yeah,
but still, that's
said episode 1 at the end of the trailer. So I doubt it'll be a $60.
Yeah, but it's still concerning that I'm going to go spend my money on something that I have no idea what will happen when it's time to play.
If the price was right enough, I'd get it just because I'm enticed by the trailer itself.
Yeah,
that I want to know more what's going on with the history behind the whole thing, because the trailer was great as far as the storyline goes. It gave you enough to entice you to want to know more, and I like games like that where they entice you enough to where you want to find out more. So if the price was right, I get it to play just so I could see what happened.
So let me throw this out there. This was to me more of a movie trailer than a game trailer.
Yes, I would agree with that,
so,
for sure.
So some movie trailer, your favorite movie trailer came on, for a drama. That's what this was.
Exactly.
What did you think over there?
I thought the same thing. Like, I was really intrigued by the story. I was a little confused on the graphics because like they were good, but when it first started, for some reason I just thought of like Sims or something. Like the style, I don't know if that's just like a style or what, but I was like, these aren't the best. In my mind, I'm like, these aren't the best graphics.
Yeah.
But
it's especially for the fact that those were all cutscenes we saw.
Yeah, it was all cutscenes. Yeah, but I was intrigued by the story as well.
So did anybody else get like a sinister, maybe evil kind of feel from the brother?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. He's hiding something.
Yeah.
Something. It seems like something dark happened.
What a jerk.
No. I don't know.
You never know. The sister might be the odd one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like something weird is going on.
Or the friend of the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Who knows?
Some secret person you might not. They left out of the trailer. You never know.
Oh yeah, just the secret enemy that just appears out of nowhere.
That whole like shock factor while you're playing the game.
Yeah. Y'all ready for the next game?
Yes.
I'm sure there is one. Ari and the Secret of Seasons. So my first impressions of this is like a adventure role playing game for children. Looked pretty simple, basic. It kind of had the Disney kind of music going on and things of that nature, and the bubbly, cheesy kind of cartoony graphics.
Yeah.
So definitely not for me. But I think if someone has kids, it might be good for them to play, or for the parent to play with them. Might be a good experience.
I would have to agree with you. That's not. It did not scream something I would want to play.
Yeah.
In the trailer, when they said was it the Power of Winter or whatever?
Yeah.
I think I said. Instantly, the first thing that popped in my head was The Last Airbender.
Last Airbender.
Yeah. This the controlling the elements of earth and fire and that, and I agree. I think it's more tuned for little kids more than it is adults. So for me, it would be a no. For kids, I could see it being a really popular game. But for adult wise, I wouldn't. I
didn't think it was a very good trailer. I mean, when it first started, I was like, oh, this is cute, because I like Switch games, you know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't impressed by it. I just kind of was just like, I don't. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not. This is not intriguing to me at all. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just didn't think it was a good trailer.
Okay. So I mean, that's a part of this kind of stuff. This could be the best game ever made. But
yeah, you never know. It might just blow up overnight.
But the trailer, you know,
Yeah.
they need to learn how to make trailers.
Especially because I usually like stuff like this. I'm usually like, oh, that's so cute.
This is right up your alley. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know.
You've been playing too much Resident Evil, Final Fantasy 7.
For real.
Now you're like, I
don't know what you Ari.
This. Yeah, Ari, you can go on somewhere. Jump Force Deluxe Edition for the Switch. So anybody who's been following ANX Gamecast for a while now knows that we reviewed this about 1.5 years ago. Oh, yep.
I just noticed. I forgot that box was sitting over there.
Yeah, it's a humongous box over there, collector's edition.
Jump Force collector's edition.
Yeah, because it came with a cool statue and steel case. The trailer was full of your favorite anime characters, right?
Yes.
So yes, that is appealing. I am not that much of a stan or fanboy for these characters where I will go out and play games just so I can be Goku. That's not me. We played this because I think Terrence, shout out, he wanted to play it. He was gonna get it. Right. It's not a very good game. It's just really not. All of these 3D style based anime games just have not been very good over the past 2 or 3 years. If you want to go with an anime based game, especially a fighting game, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, probably going to be your most solid and sound game. It is a 2D fighter though. So this one here, is it cool to be Goku and shoot the Kamehameha? Sure. Is it cool to be Goku and shoot the Kamehameha 50 million times? No. Like it just
gets old.
It gets old.
Repetitive.
And unfortunately for me, you can't put it in English. So what we saw in the trailer was a lot of Japanese. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just not for me. Especially if I want to play Goku, I want to hear Goku's voice as I know it. And there's no option.
Be reading subtitles while you're trying to fight someone.
Yeah, it's like, what happened? But yeah, so it's not, it's just a warning out there. Gameplay is not that great, and you can't put it in English.
Yeah, I've never heard of the game, so just from the trailer itself, it looks fun, but I have to agree with you. I've played enough fighting anime games as far as like Dragon Ball Z and that. If I want to play Goku, I'll just go play Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I don't need a specific game like this just to play a bunch of different anime characters. I'll just go play those based games with those characters.
Yeah. It's a cool idea, and they're paying to license, for the licenses for these characters. They just really need to work on the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't really like the trailer because for me, I don't really care about these characters. I mean, I like Goku because I started watching Dragon Ball Z. Like I started from the very beginning because I'd never seen it. I did watch Super, but I'm kind of going back now. But the gameplay footage, it's just like there's so much happening. It's just really fast. So to me,
really confusing.
Yeah, I'm like I like kind of more of like a story. This is just not my thing.
Yeah, and the story on this is just like really kind of basic.
Yeah,
it's really secondary. It's really built around playing your favorite anime characters against some of your other favorite anime characters in different worlds, combining them and doing their special attacks on each other, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Madden NFL 21. This was hard. I don't know. It took us a while to find a decent trailer for this one. It's very strange, but Madden. So we tried Madden 19, and that was the first Madden that I had played in 10 years.
Wow.
So this one here, will I get this? It depends. I think Terrence wants to get it. Shout out. And if he does, then I'm okay with getting it, only if I can get a version that comes with a free upgrade to PS5.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I want to play this next gen.
Yes, I agree.
However, next gen is not out yet, and the game is out now. If I can get a free upgrade, like, for example, in NBA 2K1, if you pre-order the Mamba edition, which is the $100 edition, it comes with a free upgrade to next gen console. So if I can get that with this, then it might be a yes. Generally speaking, I just haven't been a Madden fan for a while now.
I'm same here. I've played Madden since they've had Madden games. I'm not particularly that great at them, like my friends in that, or a few of my friends, they're like really good, and playing against them, it just puts me away from turns me away from it because I was just like, they're doing all kinds of moves and plays. I'm just like, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
It's not as fun. Like, I'm really bad at the running plays. All I do is like the throwing pass plays, and so they're doing all these tricks and stuff, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
it's like 7 to 57 million. I'm done. You won.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 21-0 skunk. So
yeah, let's just go back to Call of Duty or something because this is not my. I like it. I've owned a few in the past. I would play it if it was presented to me to play, but as far as going out and buying it,
yeah, I'm with you. I'm not my thing.
No football for you.
No,
you don't like football.
No, I mean I thought it was really pretty.
You don't like.
I mean it was beautiful.
You don't like Lamar Jackson.
No, I don't. But it was beautiful. Well, I don't like dislike him. I just don't care. It was beautiful. I mean, but it was of course all cinematic, whatever. So I mean, it was beautiful, but
I think it did mention something in there about more functionality for your pass rusher as far as being able to control him and do more things so you can get to the quarterback easier. So that was appealing to me because
I did notice that too.
The thing I dislike most about this is playing defense, and the thought of being a pass rusher and getting to the quarterback sounds like fun until you actually load it up, and it's like, this is not fun at all. Like everything else on offense is pretty polished and fine. Kick returns, all that kind of stuff. But
the trailer seemed like it focused more around them improving the offensive gameplay more than anything.
Well, and then it seemed like they had like a little arcade version. What was it? The Yard we saw?
Yeah,
they had the funny
6 versus 6 or something like that.
Yeah, so they're kind of dipping into the arcade version a little bit, which is, again, like I said earlier, right up my alley.
Yeah.
So we will see. I will do some more research. Free upgrade to PS5, I'm in. Without it, nope, not happening.
Nope, not.
I think it's gonna be a lot with a lot of people.
We made it to
the
end.
Upgrades, wanting to be able to upgrade their games to the.
So known upgrades is the stuff that I pre-ordered. I mentioned NBA 2K 21, Marvel's Avengers. I believe also comes with a free upgrade to next gen.
I want to play,
but I'm worried about free upgrades that don't cost you any more money.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, the $60 version of NBA 2K does not give you the free upgrade. The $100 version does. I believe the $60 version of Marvel Avengers does, so that scares me. And we'll talk about it more. You know what? I'll wait for that till we get into the Call of Duty. Y'all ready for round 3?
Yes.
Go. Round 3.
Let's get into the news. So speaking of Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War reveal trailer happened. They kept teasing it and teasing it and teasing it, and they finally showed it. Did the trailer look good?
Yes.
Trailer look good. So, but I don't like Black Ops, generally speaking. I don't like the gameplay from the multiplayer.
He just got it because it was Call of Duty.
Well, I got it because it was Call of Duty and it was my size.
Oh,
so
okay.
Anytime I go to GameStop and there's something my size, I got to snatch it up because it's.
But you got the hat on that you like.
Modern Warfare. This game right here is like excellent. This is like by far one of the best Call of Duties to come out. This might be the best one ever.
Yeah.
This might be the best one ever. Let's be for real. So this one here, the trailer looked cool. They had to do this, right? Because they put out Black Ops 4 with no story at all.
I hated that.
So they kind of had to do this. I mean, they put out a trailer which was full blown story. Now the multiplayer trailer has not come out yet.
Nope. But
it will soon. So I'm expecting this. I'm expecting them to have learned from what they did with Modern Warfare, because we know different studios make these games, and be able to come out with a decent product. Do I expect that the multiplayer online will be polished and refined? No. All the Black Ops games online are glitchy and
hackers
move too much at a fast pace, and it's just not a fun experience. Modern Warfare series is much more refined online, and that's what I like. You can have the dope story, which it appears that it has. However, you're only going to play that for 10 hours.
Yep.
And then the rest of the 48 hours of gameplay that you're going to put into is going to be online. So I need them I hope they fix the online. The only other thing I didn't like about this was they didn't show any gameplay trailer footage.
Right.
And they started off with saying, "Oh, it's PS5. We got these graphics that you see from the PS5." But all you showed us was cutscenes.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty to begin with.
Yeah.
I've played all the Cold Wars. I played all the Black Ops. I played all the Cold War games. I've played all Black Ops. I played all the Modern Warfares. I'm a huge fan of the new Modern Warfare. I love Warzone, and I like that they have put Easter eggs in Warzone, hinting towards Cold War. This new season 5, I think they're in for the Warzone. So they've been hinting towards this Cold War for the longest time by being able to go inside bunkers. You find nukes. One day I was playing with a friend and the screen gets all fuzzy and messes up, and it comes off real quick. A message across the screen saying know your history or remember your history. And we're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And all of it has to do with this game. And I'm excited for it. I agree with you on as far as the expectations for it, because as far as Black Ops 4 goes, I liked Black Ops 4. I thought they concentrated way too hard on the battle royale aspect of the game. I really did not like they did not have a story mode for it, because I like the story modes for these games. I like the multiplayer games. I hope
for the longest, that's the main thing that they on the commercials, that's what they were pushing.
Yep.
Where the stories like Modern Warfare 2.
And they all continued into the next game.
Right.
If you remember, Black Ops started with World at War. And then went into Black Ops and just kept going and going and going. And then Black Ops 4 comes out, you're like, oh, sweet, I wonder if the storyline's going to be like this. I'm like, oh, we're not going to do a story.
Yeah, no story. You get no story.
Nothing.
And so many people were upset about that because a lot of people wanted to know if the story was going to continue or not. And they're like, oh, no, we're just going to focus on zombies and the blackout.
Yeah, fail.
And I like the zombies. I loved that. That was really cool. You got to go play on the Titanic and stuff. But I was more
need a little,
know about the story mode.
Yeah, need a little more. More substance. Yeah. So what are you thinking? I got one more kind of point to get to.
I mean, I thought the trailer was beautiful. I did like there was like some historical context to it. You know, it's kind of cool when it kind of relates back to something real. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't like Call of Duty. So
Dang.
no, I mean I did like Modern Warfare. Some there was definitely parts of that I liked. But generally speaking, I'm just not like a shooter type. I mean I don't. Just for reference, I don't play. When I say I don't like it, I mean I don't like watching him play it. Because I don't. It just gets boring to me after a while.
You just get tired of me going 30-4.
I thought she's dissing you.
I just don't like. I get bored with those games.
She gets tired of me going 30-4 online.
That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
So here's my deal. I'm not necessarily excited. The trailer got me excited for the game.
Yes.
However, just the thought of it does not have me excited. They really messed up Call of Duty with the launch of the current gen system. So PS4, Xbox One, they messed up because they started with Ghosts. And the port from Ghosts from like the PS3, it was just in the Xbox 360, it was the same exact game, same exact graphics. So that was a fail, right?
I agree.
This one is like, no, we're coming out with PS5 level graphics from day one. Okay, cool. However, the other thing I didn't like about when they finally got to PS4 graphics and Xbox One graphics was they went back to World War II. And,
yes.
And I'm not down for the bolt action rifles, even though they're super accurate. I'm not trying to go backwards. Once I have modern warfare and I have modern technology, I'm not down with all the flying around and running on buildings
and stuff like
but
that.
This one didn't have all that. But you did have more modern technology and modern weapons. Once I get that, I don't want to go back to the 80s necessarily. You know, the story looks cool, but as far as the types of weapons and the gear that you'll have, I don't really want to go back. So I'm not sure if they learn from their mistakes. It seems like they learned a little bit because they're not coming out with a PS4 port to PS5 with the same graphics, which was, kind of dumb. But I don't know. They had to blow us away with the story.
I feel that they need. Hopefully, they learn from Black Ops 4. But to me, it seems like they're trying to continue the story from the storyline of the Black Ops sagas, and from the trailer, it just seems like they're trying to continue that storyline. If that's the case, I'm all for that because I would like to see where the storyline's going because they just stopped with Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I hope that they learn and they fix a lot of the issues with the past games.
Pay attention.
I hope they fix it. I'm with you on that. I hope they learn from the past and they fix it because when you brought up Ghost, honestly, I almost stopped playing Call of Duty altogether because of Ghost. Ghost ruined Call of Duty for me for the longest time.
So I didn't mind Ghosts, but I played the bulk of my Ghosts on 360.
Okay.
Right, and then once I bought it, I went out and paid another $60 and bought it for Xbox One because I was thinking I was gonna get Ghost, but with really good graphics, and I was like, these
it's
are the
same
thing. Yep.
graphics. I was
Same
like,
thing.
ugh, you know. And then World War II, I've never played it for 1 minute.
I did like that they, from my understanding, the reason they went back to World War II is to kind of reset everyone's mindset with Call of Duty because everyone was getting sick of the whole futuristic stuff.
Yeah, but they still came out with Advanced Warfare after that.
Was
Or
it
Advanced Warfighter or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Infinity Ward.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
And I never played that one because I was like, not another futuristic one.
It was solid as far as like what I've been talking about, the solid gameplay online. I didn't like having to try to shoot people out the sky though.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really, all I gotta say is I really hope they learn from the past and fix it in this new game because I'm looking forward to it.
All right, and so that's a yes and a yes and
Definitely.
No. But I mean, I do want to. Okay, I just to clarify, I do want to watch you play it. You know, I want to see how it is. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know.
30 and
I
4.
typically just don't like Call of Duty.
30 and 4.
I know.
Yeah.
My 30 and 4, my best game. I just gotta say, I just want to throw it out there. I went 30-0 on Black Ops 2 once.
What?
Whoa.
Awesome.
That was-
Awesome.
I have one witness to it, and that was my friend. But other than that, that was my best game. I went 30-0 on one. I can't remember if it was like Skyscraper or something. Black Ops 2.
Yeah. Once I get into a rhythm, I mean, it's pretty common for me to just go like anywhere from 25 to 30 kills and like 4 to 8 deaths.
Yeah, you get the right weapon, the right mode. Yeah, I'm with you.
It tends to get boring though. Like once I get that one weapon customized just how I like it, I'm just wrecking shop, and then it's just like, okay.
Now you want to move on to another gun.
Yeah, and then it's a
And-
little
and
bit
try-
harder because I
yeah.
got to learn how to use it and the distance and the damage and yeah, there's strategy here.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's a method to this madness.
yeah.
So, question of the week: are you hyped about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War? Put your answers down in the comment section below. Y'all ready for the next story?
Yes.
Let's go.
What is this?
Black Panther. Yes, that was devastating news. We got last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
was so sad.
got home last night, got on my social media, and boom, Chadwick died. I was so shocked. I didn't know he had colon cancer. I had to
No.
look it all up, and I was reading about it online. It's just like
Apparently nobody did.
no one did. He
Yeah.
kept it so secret. I mean, he did 3 other movies since being diagnosed with it. I think it was back in 2016.
Yes.
And he's still done functions. He's still done movies. He just hit it so well. And then it took a turn for the worse when they said, I think the article I read, he went from stage 3 to stage 4. And as soon as he hit stage 4, just plummeted. And
Yeah.
I
It's
was just-
so sad.
our Wakanda king is no more.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
It was just kind of shocking. Now, I will say that I feel like I saw him a few months back, not in person. I don't know him on TV.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's looking frail. And a lot of people that mentioned him last night that would come on the news and talk about him and all that, they
Thought
said the
he
same
was getting
thing,
Ready.
but they thought he was trying to do a movie role
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, because a lot of actors like Matthew McConaughey, he
Yeah.
lost a lot of weight for that one movie he was in. He looked extremely sick for
Yep.
that movie.
Yep, he did.
But yeah, I can see how people can think that.
Yeah, you're an actor now. If he wasn't an actor, if it was just average Joe walking around, people would probably have a lot of concern. But
so the question is now, what are they going to do? Because weren't they planning on a Black Panther 2?
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
Black Panther 2 from part of their Phase 4
Mm.
process. I think, from what I've read, I don't think it was supposed to come out until 2022. Don't quote me on that, but
Mhm.
just from what I remember seeing, as far as I know, they don't have a script for it yet or
Yeah.
or storyline for it. I know it's in the works because they have they have a whole other lot of movies they're working on to get out, especially with this whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
It put everything either on the back burner or they pushed
at
everything.
least,
Delayed
at least for a
delayed it.
year. Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how they're going to
I know.
continue this because he has so much more play in it. Because Chadwick himself, as the Wakanda King, was an inspiration to so many people out there. Like if you go online, you can watch all these videos of people just like saying how this movie changed their lives and how it inspired them. And now it's such a sad thing he passed away.
I
But
know.
how is Marvel and Disney going to continue that legacy of his character because he did it so well.
Yeah. So I think they have a lot of things that they have to answer, unfortunately, because I don't think this is a situation where you can't just replace him.
No, you can't.
I mean,
it's the same issue, even though there's nothing wrong with Hugh Jackman. It's the same issue I'm having with that. Whenever they get a new Wolverine, it's going to be too soon. Whenever they get a new Black Panther, it's going to be too soon. So I think you just move away from Black Panther altogether and maybe focus more on the little sister.
Yes.
Yes.
I think they have a really good storyline with her and continuing. Well, it's just like with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
They're trying to continue his story on with his daughter.
Which I think that's what they were planning to do anyway, because you even had I was just speculating that the girl that was in Captain Marvel, the daughter, would end up being Riri Williams, which is Ironheart, which is the female Iron Man.
Yeah. Yep.
And so then you have the sister here, and then you have what's Hawkeye's, what's the daughter name? What's the character's name?
I can't remember her name
Don't
off the
ask
top
me.
of my head.
Yeah.
I know that in the in games with her training, them just doing shooting the arrows. I know that was supposed to be a nod off to her becoming him later in the comics. So I know that that's what their plan was, to eventually bring her in there and whatnot. But with Chadwick passed away, you just can't replace a guy like that.
No.
It'll be so hard to do that. And then if they do, is he going to be able to fill those shoes?
Right. Well, we already know that the powers of the Black Panther can be passed on to another person. So that part of the script at least would be easy enough to write, but I still don't think it would be.
I mean, there won't be the same. I would say there was no other Black Panther in the comic books, where there was just always the same one.
I don't know, but even with this movie though, they introduced his dad was, I believe.
Yeah, his dad was original in the original outfit, and then he took over for his dad when his dad passed away. Yeah. And what was it?
Kate Bishop?
Kate Bishop, yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Hawkeye's daughter.
Yes, Kate Bishop.
Yeah, Kate Bishop. So I think that's the kind of the way that they were going anyway, with more of a like a female Avenger style movie.
Yeah. I think that's what they're doing with Thor for Thor: Love of Thunder. Is they're trying to bring Natalie Portman back to play
the Lady Thor.
The Lady Thor, because I know they had that for a while in the comics.
Yeah. So that next big Avengers movie is probably be all women as the lead.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So again, as far as a Black Panther movie, like I said, I don't know. It's unfortunate on so many different levels that he passed away, and we won't get Black Panther 2, or we won't get it the way we expected it.
Yeah, exactly. It just
he was so good,
and he was the way he was in the movie. He was like that in real life too. About interviews and just videos you see on him on YouTube or just online, he just was such a humble person.
Yeah,
in real life, just like his character in the movie. So I don't. It'd be hard to replace him.
Well, even they were showing footage. He graduated from Howard University.
Yeah.
And so they were showing him this year, right? Wasn't that from this year where he was giving the speech, graduation speech?
I don't remember. But
the speech, he wasn't even up there like reading a speech. I mean, he was just like speaking, and it was like such a great, profound speech. I was like, it just seemed so genuine. I was like, man, that's just such a bummer.
If you think back with the actor that played Chekhov on the Star Trek movies, the new Star Trek movies, when he passed away, they still had one more movie in production ready to go, and then he suddenly passed away, and they're not even doing it anymore because
just nothing is the same. Even with Hunger Games, when what's his face passed away. Philip.
Oh yeah,
Philip Seymour
Hoffman. Yeah,
when he passed away. Like I don't know if that third movie was supposed to be like that, but it wasn't any good.
No, it wasn't.
So it's just like, I don't know how much better
certain characters make movies, and it's hard to replace them when they suddenly pass away.
Well, like on Iron Man, what's his name that they replaced with Don Cheadle?
That was different though, because there was a huge the character, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. From what I read,
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. He wanted more money.
Yeah, he wanted more money.
I know, but he was so good in that first movie.
I liked Edward Norton as the Hulk.
Yeah,
but there was conflict between him and the creative differences and stuff. So they're
Yeah.
like, "You're out of here. Let's get Mark Ruffalo." I like Mark Ruffalo as an actor. I thought he did a good Hulk.
Yeah.
But me personally, I liked Edward Norton better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Terrence Howard didn't die. I mean, it's just sometimes though I
think it was early enough with the Terrence Howard thing.
it was. I mean, that's
And Terrence Howard as War Machine was not as big of a deal as
of course.
what happened with this movie.
Yeah, because it's being more introducing that, hey, we know this is going to be War Machine later on. So with them switching it to Don Cheadle, I like Don Cheadle. He's a great actor. So
He's a great actor.
I thought he did an amazing job as War Machine in this whole Marvel cinema.
Yeah, no, I love Don Cheadle. I just remember the feeling I had because back then I didn't know all of the information about it. I just remember I was like, I really like Terrence Howard. Like, I just got used to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not the same thing. I don't know. Sometimes it's just hard. And this is going to be especially hard because one, that was such a pivotal movie.
Yes.
That was such a big deal. And now it's 2020 and he did such a good job. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It's so sad. My heart and prayers and that go out to his family and relatives. Stuff like that is just,
that's a bummer.
it's hard to deal with.
And I think the main thing that I'm seeing going around social media is that you never know what somebody is going through.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some people are super private about stuff. You just don't know.
So
exactly.
Not that anybody was messing with him, but my message is that's why you should just leave people alone.
Yeah, I mean, look at John Travolta's wife.
I know.
She passed away just like this.
Again,
cancer.
nobody knew.
No one
Nobody knew
knew.
she had breast cancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
This year
Terrible.
Yeah, this year just needs to be over with.
For real.
2020, I don't know. You never know. 2021 might be worse.
Oh, let's not.
Gosh, let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not.
All right, y'all ready to move on?
Let's go.
Yes.
I don't know how we move on. What is this?
Whoop whoop.
Okay,
This is mine.
That's yours. What you got?
Yes. So Netflix has confirmed that an original live action series based on Capcom's Resident Evil. Yep, is in development. A series is in development. So
Okay.
they didn't give, at least the article I read didn't give a date, but they were just saying it is in development. It will be, they're going to release one season, 8 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah. So 8 1-hour episodes.
Yeah.
So basically the story is, it will contain familiar characters that we know, and it'll have a bunch of new people. It starts off with 2 teenage girls and their dad moved to Raccoon City. And then it doesn't give a lot away, but basically they start to sense something's not right with this place, like, well, what's going on? And then somehow it jumps, at some point it jumps about 15 years ahead in time and kind of shows that the world at that time has been taken over by monsters. I think it said there was like 1 million. Oh, I don't have it in front of me, but it basically was like there was way less people and way more monsters. But I'm just excited because I love Resident Evil, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do. One of the producers, I think, or the producer from The Walking Dead, is going to be directing the first 2 episodes. So,
Then you know it's going to be good because I like The Walking Dead.
So I've never seen an episode of Walking Dead, but this is what I will say about Resident Evil. The movies were not great.
I meant to ask you. I have never. I know they have Resident Evil movies.
I've seen them.
The
I like them, but they could have been better.
Yeah, I didn't dislike them. I feel like they progressively got worse.
Yes.
And they weren't bad movies. They just weren't like really, really good movies. And they kind of had this, I don't want to say goofy, but the certain parts, I always had a comic.
They were trying too hard.
Yeah, and they had comic relief. And
Yeah.
when I think of Resident Evil, I don't think of comic relief. So
no.
No, not at all.
So it just kind of had that feel to it, action, and kind of appealed to a lot of different people. And like I said, not bad, but they weren't great. If you take the time and you put that Mandalorian level effort into a Resident Evil and make it serious and dire, like a real survival horror type game, you're going to have a dope show.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think that's the problem with multiple movie series sagas is it's hard to keep the future movies as good as the original movie. And I think that's what happened with Resident Evil, because I agree with you. It's like they set the bar so high that with the new movies, they just kept going down and down.
Because that first one was pretty serious.
Yeah, it was.
But then once you got to the one with Nemesis, you had I can't remember the comedian's name, but he was the comic relief every 5-10 minutes, and they're saying a joke. Like he tried to give him a gun, he was like, I stay strapped. And he had his
Yeah,
own. He had his
yeah.
own gun and on those kind of funny
You're in a
one-liners.
post-apocalyptic zombie monster world. There's no time to be funny. You're
Right.
trying to survive.
But we don't have time for that.
I mean, it did have one of my favorite lines in it when he ran over the zombie. He was like, "Hey, GTA, you know,
yeah.
10 points,
was
GTA."
awesome.
I was like, "Okay, it's not that it wasn't funny. It just didn't give me a Resident Evil feel."
Exactly. Yeah,
So-
especially with the games because you're so used to the gameplay
Scary.
and the scariness that you get the movies. You're expecting game-worthy stuff in the movies, and if they don't provide it, it's just not going to do that well. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I didn't really watch The Walking Dead. I mean, I watched like an episode or two, but I know it was very well received, very popular show. You know.
Now, the
so-
only thing that concerns me is them putting out that information that the person from The Walking Dead is going to produce the first two shows.
Now they're going to be
It's-
expecting a certain level of
Well, that raises the expectation, but it
Yeah.
also sounds a little gimmicky as far as let me throw this out there and then just to catch all the Walking Dead people, like to get
Mhm.
them excited. Just seems kind of gimmicky. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know much about The
Yeah.
Walking Dead, but I don't think it's too similar to Resident
Walking
Evil.
Dead is good. I've watched all of it up to the last couple seasons because it just kind of went blech.
Yeah.
To me, it went downhill because you can only go so far as zombies, and I know they're supposed to be going in their last season, but
Just finish it off.
it's just finished. And it's
just go
been
ahead and
10
finish it.
years. How long can it be?
Are they still making comics?
I don't
Is
know.
it based off a comic book?
The first 3-4 seasons were based off the comic, but the graphic novels.
Mm-hmm.
They changed they changed some of the characters around a bit. I mean, same characters, added new characters. I've read the graphic novels, so there's some characters that weren't even the graphic novels that were in the series.
They're just making up stuff.
And then some of the relationships the characters had in the graphic novels, they didn't do that in the TV show.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to this Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it
I
play out.
don't really care that the guy from Walking Dead is directing it. I mean, I added that, but I'm still excited and I'm
Mhm.
hopeful that it's good just because I like the games. I hope that it's scary and dark like the games.
Right.
So we'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah, keep it towards what the fans want, and it'll do well.
Yep. Oh well. What's
Excuse
happening?
me,
over
I
there?
don't know.
I was about to ask if y'all ready to wrap up, but it's very clear that it's time to
I was
wrap up.
having a little bit of an issue, but I'm okay.
All right. So I want to thank Justin for coming, hanging out,
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's been
chilling.
fun.
What was it? Bahama
Bahama.
06 on Twitch.
Yep.
Gonna get the stream going, right?
I got it out there. So if those who just follow me from this, just bear with me. I'm trying to get the proper equipment to make it a legit streaming.
Support
so-
small streamers.
Yes, exactly. Support small streamers.
So go ahead and do that. One last thing I wanted to put out there: everything we talked about today, pre-orders, Funko Pops, games that's come out already. Links down in the description below.
That's it for this week's update. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. See you next week.
Tell me why.
Don't you be afraid.